As a negative side stated, he questioned as to what the true definition of an assault weapon is, and they stated that the U.S. Department defined it as their own definition. But what we are proposing, we're proposing a federal ban on assault-style weapons that fit into our definition, and we defined it as the previous stated definition in my first speech, where it will ban any assault weapon that accepts a detachable ammunition magazine, military characteristics as a pistol grip, forward grip, a barrel shroud, a threaded barrel, or a folding or telescoping stock. Now that's not relevant to the U.S. Department definition, but that's relevant to our definition that fits underneath the ban on all assault weapons. Now, the negative side also stated that use a piece of evidence where in California, how they proposed an assault weapons ban and how it wasn't that effective. And this is one of the reasons why we're advocating for a federal ban on assault style weapons. If we ban this federally, it will not only decrease the importation between states where you can buy it legally, but it would also decrease the issues that occur at the state and local level, whereas the federal level could apply more enforcing on this crime. Also, another thing that he stated was that as far as what we would do with the assault weapons that are owned by civilians or people in the United States, we're proposing where owners keep existing weapons, and we're also requiring a background check on any further sale, trade, or gifting of an assault weapon covered by the bill. And this proposal will also have a grandfather clause, and it also prohibits high-capacity ammunition magazines and bans bump fire stocks and other devices. So even if it is just purely an accessory, the federal assault ban will tolerate none of the accessories as to what it fits in. Another thing that is important to mention is that recently Australia did ban assault weapons, and from German Lopez, he states that Australia's firearm homicide rate dropped by about 42% in the 7 years after the law passed, and its firearm suicide rate fell by 57% according to a review of the evidence by Harvard researchers. Now, if this ban was implemented, the numbers reflected by Australia's firearm provides hope as to we could stop some innocent people's lives being lost from mass shootings, or as the police crimes, or just people in the streets from like populous cities that where gun death rates are high, such as in Chicago. Those will also decrease as along if we place this federal ban. Now, another thing that I would like to point out is that just recently, an article posted this morning, the CEO of Dick's Sporting Goods, they used to sell assault-style weapons, but he says that we did everything by the book, we did everything that the law required, and he still was able to buy a gun. And the person he is referred to as a shooter in Parkland, Florida. And he said when we looked at that, we said that the systems are in place across the board, just aren't effective enough to keep us from selling a gun like that. And that proves that if the CEO of Dick's states that, we want to propose a ban on our assault weapon sales, we should also reflect that manner, because it would be the right thing to do, and it would prevent multiple mass shooting deaths that occur across the nation. And